Are you over 60 and tired of waking up every single night at 2 or 3 a.m.? Picture this. You go to bed exhausted, expecting to finally get some rest, but instead you bolt awake in the dark. Your heart sinks because you know the next few hours will be a battle. You'll toss and turn, listen to the clock ticking, get up to use the bathroom, maybe more than once, and feel more defeated with every passing minute. You might have started thinking, maybe this is just how getting old works. But what if I told you it isn't just old age? What if the real reason is that glass of plain water you've been faithfully drinking before bed, thinking it was healthy? Doctors tell us to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Friends tell us it's good for our kidneys. Yet no one warns you that after 60, your body changes in ways that turn that innocent glass of water into a recipe for ruined sleep. It doesn't soothe your nerves. It doesn't help you stay asleep. In fact, it might be the reason you're waking up every single night without even realizing it. Here's the good news. You don't have to accept this. You don't have to rely on sleeping pills that leave you groggy. You don't have to resign yourself to exhaustion and daytime naps that ruin your evenings. Tonight, I'm going to show you exactly what you should drink instead of plain water. 5 gentle, proven nighttime drinks that help older adults sleep deeply, reduce urgent trips to the bathroom, and wake up clear-headed and strong, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. If you find even one of these tips useful, please tap like and consider subscribing so you won't miss the practical, science-backed solutions that can help you live better after 60. Because tonight might be the last restless night you ever have. Let's dive in. Let's start by talking about what's really going on here. When you were younger, sleep was easy. You stayed up reading or watching TV and still fell asleep effortlessly. Even if you woke up once or twice, you were back out before you knew it. But somewhere in your 60s or 70s, that changed. Now you're waking once, twice, even 3 times a night, and you might not even know why. It's not some vague old age curse. It's your biology changing in predictable, explainable ways. Your body starts producing less antidiuretic hormone as you age. This hormone's job is to help you hold on to water overnight so your bladder doesn't fill up so quickly. Without it, even a small glass of water in the evening can trigger a 2 a.m. wake-up call you can't ignore. Melatonin production drops too. Melatonin is the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. When you make less of it, your sleep becomes lighter and more easily interrupted. Your bladder becomes more sensitive. It doesn't take much volume to set off that urgent signal. Meanwhile, your ability to regulate core temperature weakens, making it harder to cool down naturally for deep sleep. And stress hormones like cortisol often stay elevated at night, even when you don't feel anxious, leaving your brain on alert instead of allowing it to rest. And let's be honest, you've probably been told to drink plenty of water your whole life. Doctors say it's healthy. Friends tell you it's good for your kidneys. But rarely does anyone explain that timing matters. Drinking plain water before bed is a well-meaning mistake. It has no calming nutrients, no magnesium, glycine, or tryptophan to relax you, no warmth to help your body ease into sleep. Instead, it's rapidly absorbed and sent straight to your bladder. Worse still if you drink it cold. It chills your stomach, disrupts your body's natural temperature drop, and makes falling asleep even harder. Richard, now 79, didn't know any of this. He followed his doctor's advice to drink water every night to keep his kidneys healthy. He didn't realize he was guaranteeing himself a 2:30 a.m. bathroom run and another 2 hours of frustrated, exhausted tossing and turning. Mary, 75, just assumed her sleep problems were part of aging. She never imagined that switching one small habit could make such a difference. And maybe you're thinking, fine, I'll just stop drinking anything at night. But that's not the answer either. Cutting out liquids entirely can leave you dehydrated overnight, leading to dry mouth that wakes you up anyway, painful leg cramps, morning dizziness, and even kidney stress over time. The real solution isn't to stop drinking, it's to change what you drink. You need something that works with your body as it ages. A drink that's warm and soothing. One that helps you relax, supports your natural sleep hormones, keeps water inside your cells rather than flooding your bladder, and won't spike your blood sugar or upset your stomach. These drinks don't knock you out like pills do. Instead, they help restore your body's own ability to sleep naturally. Because sleep isn't just a luxury, it's essential. It's when your brain clears out waste, your muscles rebuild, your immune system strengthens, your mood resets, your memories consolidate. When you wake up multiple times a night, you don't just feel groggy, you're interrupting the very processes that keep you healthy and vibrant. Walter, who's now 80, once told me, "I just accepted it. That's old age, but you don't have to accept it. There are ways to reduce those wake-ups, soothe your bladder, calm your mind, and get back to 6 or 7 hours of real healing sleep, even after 60. And before we dive into these drinks, remember, don't try them all at once. Pick one, use it for a week. Notice how your body responds. Everyone is different, and what works perfectly for one person might not be ideal for another. You're the expert on your own sleep, and you'll discover what helps you best by experimenting slowly and intentionally. Now let's talk about the first drink I want to share tonight. It's one of the gentlest, most effective options for older adults who want to sleep better: warm, unsweetened almond milk. Mary switched to almond milk when she realized cow's milk was causing bloating and discomfort. It's a common problem because many people develop mild lactose intolerance as they age. Almond milk is easy on the stomach, but more importantly, it's naturally rich in magnesium and tryptophan. Magnesium calms the nervous system, relaxing tight muscles and quieting racing thoughts. Tryptophan is the building block for serotonin and melatonin, which your body makes less of as you age. There's also something powerful about the temperature. A warm drink signals your body it's time to wind down. It gently supports your core temperature drop, unlike cold drinks that shock your stomach and disrupt your sleep rhythm. Plus, unsweetened almond milk is low in calories and sugar. That's critical because you don't want a blood sugar spike before bed. Blood sugar crashes can wake you just as effectively as a full bladder. A 2014 study in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences showed adults who drank almond milk twice daily for 2 weeks gained an average of 22 extra minutes of deep sleep each night and woke up less often. They also reported feeling more refreshed in the morning. If you want to try it, warm about half a cup, 120 to 150 milliliters. Drink it slowly, 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Add a pinch of cinnamon if you like, for gentle flavor and mild support for circulation. This isn't a sedative. It's a gentle, nourishing way to help your body do what it's supposed to do naturally. And now let's move on to the second drink tonight, especially for those of you who can't shut off your mind at night, no matter how tired you feel. If your biggest battle isn't with your bladder, but with your thoughts racing, chamomile tea might be exactly what you need. Chamomile isn't just an old-fashioned folk remedy. It contains apigenin, a natural compound that binds to the same GABA receptors in your brain that anti-anxiety medications target, but without dependency or groggy side effects. Apigenin slows your thoughts, eases muscle tension, lowers your heart rate, and gently signals to your nervous system that it's safe to rest. Evelyn, who's 76 now, used to lie awake for hours worrying about her family, finances, and unfinished tasks. Sleeping pills scared her, but chamomile tea became her nightly ritual. It didn't force her to sleep, it guided her there gently. A 2015 study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing found that women over 65 who drank chamomile tea nightly fell asleep an average of 16 minutes faster, woke up 30% less often, and felt better rested in the morning. If you want to try it yourself, steep 1 tea bag in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Let it cool to a warm, comfortable temperature. Sip it slowly about 45 to 60 minutes before bed. And if you're watching your blood sugar, skip the honey or sweeteners. Chamomile tea doesn't knock you out. It whispers to you, you can rest now. You're safe. Now that we've talked about warm, unsweetened almond milk and chamomile tea, let's turn to something a bit less familiar, but just as powerful. Maybe your main struggle at night isn't a racing mind or lactose sensitivity. Maybe it's your bladder itself, sending you urgent signals even when you didn't drink much. Or maybe you're waking up with leg cramps and restless legs that leave you pacing in the dark. If that sounds like you, the next drink might surprise you because most people think of it as a summer refreshment, lightly warmed, diluted coconut water. But hear me out. Coconut water is naturally rich in potassium, magnesium, and sodium, 3 minerals essential for maintaining healthy electrolyte balance. As we age, even mild imbalances can make your bladder hypersensitive, cause muscle cramps, or trigger those middle-of-the-night bathroom runs that shred your sleep. A 2017 study in the Journal of Sleep Disorders Research found older adults with lower potassium levels had 28% more nighttime urination and more fragmented sleep compared to those with balanced electrolytes. Richard, who's now 80, thought coconut water was just for beach vacations, but after waking up several times a night to pee, and sometimes nearly not making it in time, he was desperate for help. He learned that when you use coconut water correctly, it's not just a sweet drink, but a real sleep ally. The trick is how you prepare and time it. Never drink it cold before bed. That chills your stomach and fights your body's natural need to warm up before sleep. Don't gulp it right before climbing under the covers either. Instead, gently warm the coconut water and dilute it with an equal amount of warm water to reduce sugar concentration and ease digestion. Drink only 100 to 120 milliliters, less than half a cup, and sip it slowly after dinner, leaving at least an hour before bed. You can add a slice of fresh ginger for warmth and digestion. This small habit helps keep minerals in balance, reduces bladder spasms, calms nerve signals, and minimizes those 2 a.m. emergencies. And if you have kidney problems or must limit potassium, always ask your doctor first. But for many older adults, this simple change brings real nightly relief. Let's move on. Maybe your issue isn't bladder calls or muscle cramps. Maybe you fall asleep okay, but wake up at 2 a.m. with your heart racing, your mind uncomfortably alert, unsure why you can't drift back off. You don't feel stressed during the day, but at night it's as if your body can't power down. That's often because cortisol, the stress hormone, remains elevated well into the night as we age. Even without active worry, your body can be stuck in subtle fight or flight mode, blocking deep sleep. That's where the next drink comes in: warm golden milk with black pepper. Golden milk isn't just a cozy tradition. The star ingredient, turmeric, contains curcumin, a powerful natural compound shown to help regulate the HPA axis, the communication between your brain, pituitary, and adrenal glands that controls cortisol production. Curcumin can reduce cortisol levels, calm the prefrontal cortex, the busy part of your brain that won't shut up at bedtime, and boost GABA activity to encourage sleep. But here's something crucial. Curcumin is notoriously hard to absorb on its own. That's why you need black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by 7 to 8 times. Walter, now 81, didn't think of himself as stressed. He had a calm retirement and felt content. But at night, he noticed he couldn't relax. His heart would beat just a little too quickly. His brain felt switched on, reviewing lists he didn't care about. Sleeping pills left him groggy in the morning, so he tried golden milk. Drinking it warm with a pinch of black pepper about an hour before bed changed his nights. He fell asleep faster, stayed asleep longer, and woke up feeling genuinely rested. Science backs this up. A 2019 study in phytotherapy research found adults who took curcumin nightly for 4 weeks saw their cortisol drop by an average of 23%, with EEG scans confirming deeper, higher quality sleep. It's simple to make. Mix half a teaspoon of turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper into about 150 milliliters of warm milk. Almond, walnut, or oat milk are great if you're avoiding dairy. Drink it slowly about an hour before bed. Don't make it too strong, and don't drink it on an empty stomach. It's gentle but effective. Golden milk doesn't just aid sleep, it also reduces inflammation, eases joint pain overnight, and supports your body's quiet repair work while you rest. For many seniors, it's not just a drink, it's a small act of nightly self-care that helps reclaim the peaceful, restorative sleep they thought was gone for good. Finally, let's talk about the last drink I want to share tonight. It's often overlooked because people think of it only for joints or skin, but it turns out to be one of the most powerful natural sleep aids for people over 60. I'm talking about warm gelatin drinks or lightly diluted bone broth. Most folks know gelatin helps with joint flexibility or skin firmness, but few realize it's packed with glycine, an amino acid essential for deep sleep and central nervous system calm. Glycine helps slow your heart rate, lower your core temperature gently, and increase slow brain waves, the signature of deep, dreamless, restorative sleep. Henry, now 80, battled chronic insomnia for years. He tried over-the-counter sleep aids but hated the groggy hangover they caused. When he first heard about drinking gelatin before bed, he was skeptical, but the science was hard to ignore. A 2007 study in neuropsychopharmacology showed that just 3 grams of glycine before bed helped older adults sleep more deeply, wake up less often, and most importantly, wake up clearer and more refreshed. Glycine doesn't force drowsiness like pills do. It helps your body naturally transition into its own healthy sleep cycle. For people with chronic insomnia or non-restorative sleep, where you sleep but wake up feeling unrefreshed, this can be a game changer. There's another bonus. Gelatin supports collagen production while you sleep, helping your body repair tissue, strengthen joints, and rebuild muscle, processes that slow down as you age. Preparing it is easy. Dissolve 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin powder into about 120 milliliters of warm water. Stir until fully dissolved. Sip it slowly about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. If you prefer, you can use low-sodium, lightly diluted bone broth instead. Just warm it gently without making it too thick, and drink it on its own without food to aid absorption. Many seniors worry that any nighttime drink will just make them wake up to pee, but these drinks are different. Their nutrient-rich, thicker consistency helps keep water inside muscle and nerve tissues instead of flooding the bladder. And the amount is small, just 100 to 150 milliliters, enough to deliver benefits without overloading you. Henry told me it wasn't a miracle cure on night 1, but by night 3, he was sleeping until dawn for the first time in years. He said he finally felt like himself again. Now that we've gone through all 5 of these sleep-supporting drinks, warm unsweetened almond milk, soothing chamomile tea, gently warmed and diluted coconut water, calming golden milk with black pepper, and nourishing warm gelatin or bone broth, you might be wondering, how exactly should you use them to get the best results? Because even the most beneficial drink can lose its power if you don't use it the right way. So let's talk about a few simple but crucial principles that can turn these small changes into a powerful nightly ritual that truly supports better sleep after 60. First, remember that more isn't better when it comes to nighttime drinks. Seniors often worry about dehydration, and rightly so. It can cause leg cramps, dry mouth, even dizziness in the morning. But flooding your system with water right before bed is what fills your bladder and jolts you awake at 2 a.m. The sweet spot is drinking just enough to hydrate and deliver those relaxing nutrients without overwhelming your system. For most of these drinks, that means about 100 to 150 milliliters, roughly half a cup. It's enough to soothe, enough to hydrate gently, but not enough to overload your bladder. Second, timing is everything. Don't wait until you're about to crawl into bed to chug your drink. That's a guaranteed way to send it straight to your bladder the minute you lie down. Instead, think of this as an early bedtime ritual. Aim to finish your warm drink 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. This gives your body time to absorb the nutrients, helps your bladder settle down, and turns the act of drinking itself into a cue for winding down. After you finish, brush your teeth, use the bathroom one last time, and slip under the covers with the peace of mind that you've given yourself the best chance to sleep through the night. Third, consider the temperature. Warm drinks are your ally. A cold drink before bed can chill your core and disrupt the natural cooling your body needs to fall asleep. A warm drink, on the other hand, supports your body's sleep signals. It's soothing, it relaxes muscles, it slows your breathing, and it feels like self-care. It tells your mind it's time to let go. Fourth, don't rush. Sip slowly. Spread your drink out over 10 to 15 minutes. Breathe deeply as you do it. This isn't just about the drink itself. It's about creating a bedtime ritual that calms you. Many seniors have spent years with rushed, stressful evenings. Take this time for yourself. Let the simple act of sipping be a moment of mindfulness that tells your brain and body that the day is over and rest is here. Fifth, choose the right drink for you. Not everybody is the same. If you find almond milk soothes you but coconut water wakes your bladder, stick with almond milk. If golden milk's turmeric feels too strong for your stomach, try chamomile tea. It's not about forcing all 5 drinks into your life at once. It's about experimenting gently, one at a time, and paying attention to how your own body responds. I always tell people, try just 1 drink per week. In the first week, have almond milk. The second, try chamomile tea. This slow approach not only avoids confusion, but helps you pinpoint exactly what works best for your sleep without unintended side effects. And finally, be patient with yourself. Many of you have been fighting sleeplessness for years, even decades. You may have developed anxious habits at night, checking your phone, worrying about the next day, dreading the moment you wake at 2 a.m. It takes time to retrain your body to trust sleep again. These drinks aren't magic pills. They're gentle supports that help your body remember how to do what it was designed to do. For some people, the change is dramatic after one night. For others, it's subtle at first but grows over days or weeks as the body relearns safety, calm, and rest. I've heard so many stories from seniors who thought their nights were hopeless. Richard told me that after 3 nights of cutting out cold water and switching to warm almond milk, he slept through to 5 a.m. for the first time in years. Evelyn found that chamomile tea didn't just help her sleep, it reduced her anxiety during the day too. Walter said that golden milk felt like a hug at bedtime, helping his restless body finally let go. And Henry told me he'd lost hope until he tried gelatin drinks. Now he wakes refreshed, without that fog that made mornings feel like a chore. The most important thing I can tell you is this. You don't have to accept broken sleep as the price of aging. Yes, your body has changed. Your bladder is more sensitive. Your hormones have shifted. Your nervous system is a little more reactive. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. It means you need to approach sleep with more care, more intention, and more compassion for yourself. Sleep isn't a luxury for the young. It's essential for everyone. It's your body's way of healing, repairing, resetting. It's how you keep your mind clear, your mood steady, your immune system strong. And you deserve that, even after 60, especially after 60. So tonight, I hope you'll choose one of these drinks and try it, not with frustration or desperation, but as a gentle gift to yourself. Prepare it with care, sip it slowly. Give your body the message that it's safe to rest. Let sleep be something you look forward to again, not something you fear. If you found even one helpful idea here, please consider giving this video a like so others can discover it too. And if you want more simple, practical, science-backed ways to live better after 60, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be here every week, sharing ways to help you understand your body better and find more ease, comfort, and joy in this season of life. So which drink will you try tonight? Almond milk, chamomile tea, coconut water, golden milk, or gelatin? Let us know in the comments, because sometimes the smallest change, a single warm cup, sipped slowly at the right time, can give you back something priceless, a full night of peaceful, healing sleep.